Also, there's the temperature, Fahrenheit. I'm trying to get used to it, but it's hard because we have Celsius. I think Celsius, it's so simple, like when water freezes, turns into ice, 0 Celsius. And when water boils, turns into steam, it's 100. With Fahrenheit, when water freezes, it's 32. And when water boils, nobody has any goddamn idea. 212. Okay, you knew that. What do you do? Are you like a A lawyer, okay. Okay, because I've heard, like, I think maybe 5 people have said that it's 200, and they were all like professors of chemistry. Okay, lawyers also know that. Okay, yeah, that's good. That's good. Maybe some criminal boiled somebody alive. I don't know. Like, for example, when you cough, you should always cover the cough. You should kind of cover your mouth. And then if you sneeze, you should also cover the sneeze. But for some reason, the same does not apply when you fart. And I don't know why, because I personally think that farts are worse than coughs. I think we should be covering them, but if you have tried to do it, I'm sure you have noticed that it didn't help. Like at all, it didn't help. It probably even made the situation worse. Even though it's like the same thing, but it's like, oh, sorry. Well, yeah. I think the scariest moment in the whole relationship was when I first met her father. We were just going out. We had been going out for a while, and I wanted to like give a good impression on my future father-in-law. I wanted to be a good future husband and a good, honest man. The first thing her dad said to me was, "So, are you gonna ask for my daughter's hand?" And I wanted to be honest. I said, "Well, I'm mainly interested in the vagina." But it's a good question. I am sure that if needed, the hand will also do the job. So it's too much honesty. It's not always the best. Because her dad got a bit angry. Her dad got a bit mad and said that, "Are you only interested in one body part of my daughter?" And I said, no, I'm interested in her as whole. Like whole. Like whole, with the W. But I think the W is one of those silent letters. Those can be dangerous for... 5,280 feet is 1 mile. That's catchy. I don't know whose idea was that. Like, that's a perfect number. I sometimes like to ask people, like, "Hey, can you guess how many meters is 1 kilometer?" And people are like, "Oh, that's a tough one. Is it 16? No, it's 1,000. 1,000 kilo means 1,000. Like if you get 1,000 likes on Instagram, it's 1K. Kilo, it's 1,000. So 1,000 meters, 1 kilometer. I think it's easier to remember than 5,280. But they are both good. People don't know much about Finland. It's not like a well-known country outside of Finland. In Finland, we know it pretty well. But there's one thing that has been in the news around the world lately, and it has you might know this. Finland is officially the happiest country in the world. Woohoo! Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, nobody saw that coming. Especially the people in Finland. We were not expecting that, no. that happened 4 years ago, and now it's been going 4 years in a row. We're the happiest country. When we first heard about that news, I think every Finnish person had the same thought than me. Am I the only one who is not happy? So many times after the show, multiple people come and they ask me after the show that, hey, so you're not really from Finland. And they're like, you're not really from Finland. And then I'm like, yeah, I am. And like so many people like assume that this is like a character. Like I'm just like a regular ass dude from Anaheim. I just made up this silly character. So many people think that, and like my question is that if this was a character, why the fuck would I pick Finland?
There's actually this expression I've heard people have said about me because I'm from Finland and now I'm here. They say that you're like a fish out of water. It's kind of like a metaphor. And first I liked it, but then I thought about it, and I'm not really happy with that metaphor. Because I realized that a fish out of water has like a minute to live. But I'm fine. Like it's a little bit different, but I can still breathe. So I think if I was a fish out of water, I wouldn't be telling jokes. I would be choking. Like joking. Not joking. Well, I would love to have some metaphor that would be similar but less harsh. Like similar to fish out of water but milder. Like something else, like I'm like a squirrel in a kitchen. Like it's different from the woods, but quite nice.
I moved here with my wife. We've been together for years, and we travel a lot together. And recently my wife got like a flu or something from the airplane. Somebody was coughing next to us, and then she got it. And the following night in the hotel room, all night she was going like all night, just. And in the morning she had the flu or something. And she said that, Ismo, you have to go to the pharmacy right away and get something that will help. So I went and I got some ear plugs.
I actually have been trying to eat healthy recently, and I've been like, cause my whole relationship with food has always been weird. Like when I was a kid, my mom did the thing. She always did the thing. She said that you have to eat all the food that is on your plate. You have to eat all the food because there is starvation in Africa. And then I ate all the food. And then I grew a bit older, and I started to think that, how have I helped? How have I helped the situation in Africa? I'm now a little bit overweight. I hope they are happy. I have done my best. I'm still expecting a thank you card or something. If I ever go to Africa and they look at my belly, I will say that I did it for you. It's not the best advice I got.
It's so annoying when somebody puts you down and says something bad to you, but you can't get anything back. Like nothing good comes back at the moment. But then always later on, when you're going to sleep, when you're in a bed, you're going to sleep, then I realize that, now I know what I should have said. But now it's too late. It's so annoying when that happens. So I have written down what I came up when it was too late.
Fuck you too.
In old movies, you can see like if there's a puddle of water on the street, and the lady has to cross the puddle. The gentleman, if he's a real gentleman, has to take his jacket, put the jacket in the puddle, and the lady walks across the jacket. Like that is the stupidest. Like I don't know who came up with that, but I think I could easily come up with like 3 other solutions. Like, and they would all be better than put the jacket in the puddle. And putting the jacket in the puddle, I think putting the jacket, it's not even stupid, it's worse than stupid. I think it's ironic. I think it's a little bit ironic. Who do you think has to wash that jacket? At least back then it was not the gentleman. This is the thing I hear people sometimes say. They say that chivalry is dead. They sometimes say that chivalry is dead. I think that's good. I wasn't a big fan of like swords. But I think it's pretty weird that chivalry actually used to mean like knights and swords, and like crusades and stabbing people with swords. But now chivalry means like opening a door. I think it's a pretty big leap in the meaning of a word. And I don't know if it's that accurate. I actually went online and Googled chivalry. I found the code of the knight, the code of chivalry. I read the whole thing. Didn't say anything about helping to carry shopping bags. It was mainly about always obeying the king and stabbing people with swords. This is a product that I have seen, and this really exists, and I have seen it with my own eyes, and my wife has bought it in our bathroom. A shampoo that reads gluten-free. And like, okay, like my wife is gluten-free, so that's, yeah, but like a shampoo. Like the question that comes to my mind is like, how bad can your condition, like how sensitive? Like if I take a sandwich and throw it, and it hits the back of her head, she will shit herself immediately. Gluten went from the back of the head into the bloodstream, into the asshole. Like and she said it could do that.
I was married for 13 years, but I'm not married anymore. I am single. Woohoo! And I was, yeah, but we were married for a long time, and I've been a comic the whole relationship, and my wife was always complaining, like, oh, you're never home, you're always on the road, you're gigging, you're never home, you're never home. And then the pandemic happened, and I was home. And here we are.
Speaking of movies, there's one movie genre that doesn't work, or like horror movies. They don't really work. Like they can be great, but horror movies don't really work that well if you live in a really small apartment. like what was that? Let me go check. Let me go check the. I have checked everything. That's actually not an easy genre for me to say. Horror. Too many R's. Because in Finland we say R, so the English R is difficult. Horror. The worst would be a horror movie in a brewery.
I think the biggest cultural difference I've noticed between Finland and America is when somebody wants to insult somebody, says something bad, put somebody down, it's common to insult their mother. Suddenly. Like, oh, your mother is a stupid person. And people got really angry. No, 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 not her. It's weird. In Finland, we never do that. We never. We wouldn't even understand. If somebody would say to a Finnish person, hey, your mom is a fat idiot, we would probably be like, so where do you know her from?
Doctors are great, though. There's lots of those different ones, like specialists. I think my favorite doctor is the internist, like internal medicine, internal stuff only. Well, okay. But can you tell me which conditions are outside the body? I have a headache, but it's over there. Watch out, my diarrhea is it's not internal anymore. It's externalized. About 10 minutes ago, it's behind the sofa. And also, I like this. I think this is a funny doctor. One doctor is like ear, nose, throat. Like 3 random things. He was in medical school, he was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna pick 3. All the others are doing 1, I'm gonna 3. So random. If I was a doctor, I think I would do elbows and assholes.
Ismo, did you move here? And I say, I did. And then they ask, well, do you have any family? And I say, I have a wife and we have a dog, a small dog. And then they ask, yeah, but do you have any kids? And I don't know what to answer. Like, yeah, I think I would have mentioned them. Before the dog. Like, I think that's what people do. Like, what were they expecting me to answer? Like, I would be the worst parent in the world if I'd answer at that point. Like, oh, shit. Yes, sorry, 11 kids.
I can't help that I get stuck on things. If I hear people say something that's weird to me, like I just get stuck on them. Like this is a phrase I hear people often use here. Like if somebody's complaining about some like equipment or technology or something, they often say this. They can say things like I don't get it. I don't get it. They can put a man on the moon. They can put a man on the moon and still they can't make a quiet leaf blower. People say things like that. And when I hear that, I want to say to those people that the people who are putting men on the moon and the people who are making leaf blowers, not the same people.
I have so many problems with communicating also, especially in the beginning. Like, I had just moved here, and I was in a hurry to get to the airport, and I asked this guy that same question. I said, hey, how far is the airport? Before he answered me, he said, well, I'm not gonna lie. And I said, that's nice. I was hoping for that. I'm so glad, I'm relieved, like, I'm so glad you are not gonna lie. Like, why would you lie? Why on earth would you even consider lying? If you'd lie, I'd miss my flight. I thought that is the strangest thing to say before answering somebody's question. I'm not gonna lie. But I had just moved here, so I figured that maybe that's something you should do here. Somebody asks you something, before you answer, you should first let them know whether or not you're gonna lie. So then later on, somebody else asked me that, hey, how do I look? And I said, I am gonna lie. This is actually the advice. If you have the flu, somebody always has to give the same advice. They always say that, oh, you have the flu.
drink lots of liquids. Lots of liquids, drink them. Well, okay, thank you, I will try that. Until now I have only been drinking solids. and gases. But I will definitely go for liquids. Now, when I think of it, they are easier to drink, so yes, definitely. Liquids.
Like, I always thought I know what the word literally means. Like, I thought I don't, that I have that down. I know that. But it turns out no. Like, after this one show I did here, this one girl came after the show and said that, hey, this was so funny that I literally died. And I was like, oh no. Oh, that's terrible. My deepest condolences for your loss of your sense. I am sorry to hear that you are now dead. But I would actually recommend getting a second opinion.
I do love it here, and I see new things. Like I recently saw, there's new foods here. There's foods I have never seen before. I recently saw this at a grocery store. It was a meatless sausage. I was like, can this be? It's a meatless sausage. How is this? I want to try this. This is interesting. So I bought it. I ate it. Ate the whole thing. And it was fine. It was not bad. It was okay. But the following day, the following day, I made a shitless turd. And that was even more mysterious. I've heard the expression that America is like a big melting pot of different kinds of people, and I think I've not melted yet. I've been trying very hard, but I think I'm still a chunk in the pot.
Is this soap? No, that's an ass hair sharpener. Like, I don't know what they really are. Like, but they sound like that. It sounds like all of them like do something weird. Like all the products first do something strange like that, and then after that they moisturize. That's the most important thing. So based on the product, I think the main objective of all women is to be more moist, like just based on the every product moisturizes. So I suggested to my wife that if you want to be more moist, take a fucking shower. When I go to the shower, I'm so moist. Like, one might even argue that I'm almost wet.
I know my English is far from being perfect. Like, I don't speak perfect English by far, but recently I realized that there are some people who speak way worse English than me. Like, way worse. I heard that there's an actual campaign, a huge campaign that's been going on now to teach people that no means no. Like that's pretty basic level. That's like English 101. I thought that's like one of the easiest words, but maybe we have a problem that some people don't know. No, and we have to teach.
But all the countries are in debt. Well, except one is not. Norway. Okay, Norway. I think the reason why they are not in debt, that they have lots of oil and lots of fish. And now everybody is eating fish oil. so Norway doubled the profits. But all other countries in the world are in debt. Like all countries, there's actually more debt in the world than there is money. So yes, probably it's gonna get paid. As soon as we borrow something from another planet. Like we got this paid now, but we owe 10 billion to Jupiter.
But dating seems to be different. It seems that if a man and a woman go on a date here, they both have to do different things. Like they have to do different things. Like, because back home it's not that different. Like things that we do. like back in Finland, if there is a door, who will open it? 50-50. It's probably whoever is closest. who is closest to the handle of the door, they will most likely open it.
I got overweight, and now I've been trying to lose it for years. I've tried many things. I bought a Pilates DVD. Somebody sold me a Pilates DVD. I watched it every day. You won't believe the amount of popcorn and beer. It has to be the most boring DVD in the whole world.
I was watching this documentary about plants. It was really interesting. This guy had studied plants, and he came to the conclusion that plants can sense things and feel things. Like plants actually feel, like plants have feelings. I think it was super interesting. I want to set it as my goal in life to scientifically prove that plants have feelings. I want to do that just to fuck with the vegans. Like, no other reason. Because if vegans hear about that, they are screwed. My God, we can't eat anything anymore. They can only eat stones. Regular stones, not crystals, because they also have feelings.
The UK is a strange place. I've been there many times, and in the UK, I think the UK is the only place in the world that they have the same word for money and for weight. Did you know? The same word, pound. Pound for money, pound for weight. Like, why? There are other words. Everybody else uses other words, but they use the same word. It's very confusing. Like, I would like 2 pounds of potatoes. That is 3 pounds. No. So 2 pounds, please. Yes, that's 3 pounds. No, 2 pounds. That's 3 pounds. Okay, 3 pounds. Well, that's 4.50. You never win an argument. Then I think you have to really carefully read the smaller print. If you sign something important in the UK, you have to read the small. Like, every month you shall be paid 2,000 pounds of potatoes. Or if somebody in the UK goes to visit a prostitute, like somebody might, and then afterwards his friend asks, like, hey, did you like it? Was it good? And the guy's like, well, I don't know, she was over 400 pounds. So then the friend will never know what really happened.